Looked like a good day for the pass rush out there today. What did you see from them that allowed them to maybe find their way a little bit against you guys?
Do I start talking? I think I started talking, right? So, like, we've been practicing for a little while now. We've been kicking their butt. So then, you know, they come out with a little fire, and sometimes what they win. You know, like, that's the beauty of having a team that you can grow with. Like, you give, you take, you shoot for and put the stars, and sometimes they win and sometimes we win. But the beauty of it is we're getting better. We're getting better. Like, every rep, guys are not thinking about it as like, man, I just lost that rep. It's more so like, yo, this is why you finally won. This is what you did. And guys are learning. AJ and Greg Russo and Tim and like all like of these guys, like they're starting to rally, and it's a beautiful thing to honestly see. But you know, up and downs of camp, like that's just the way it goes. Like if we were like talking about offense, it'd be boring. So it's back and forth, ping pong.
But at one point you were, it looked like, and I know you're not going to get into detail necessarily, but you came over to the sideline. I think you were talking to Rousseau.
Yeah.
And it looked like you were having a very specific technique conversation.
100%.
Okay. Can you give me a feel for what, you know, what's, it's a team.
You got a good eye, huh?
Better, so go ahead.
Good eye. So that rep, Greg came off and he slipped a little bit. He slipped. And I told Greg, I said, you won that rep, but just know I love you and you won that rep. I said that I could have literally pushed you into the ground because you missed your footing. And he slipped a little bit where, you know, Greg's a taller guy. So when he gets to a lower base, with me being a bigger guy, I could have literally just pushed him down, fell on him, did whatever. But he won the rep. Like, and I just was telling him that you just have to be careful when you're changing levels. Because, like, you know, guys, they try to be like Vaughn, but, you know, with having Vaughn around, a lot of people try different moves, right? So I'm telling him, like, look, if you try it like that when playing against a player like me that has a little bit more experience, not that I would try to hurt you, but I would take you out of the game. I would lay on you, I will fall on you, and then like the next opponent that will come in will be a stage less. It'll be easier for me. So I was just telling them just to be careful with going from high to low and low to high at a slower pace. If you do it, you have to be just quick. Just be quick doing it, because then it takes me off of balance and, you know, shoot for the stars. But he did a good job of coming back up and then looping around for the strip sack, which is cool. Like, you know, like that's why, and we practice. Like I really do love when it's a plus and minus, a plus and a minus, because, you know, like if everything it was a plus and I made 100% of my shots and my blocks, you know, then it'll be weird. Like, nobody's perfect.
Dion, I know Josh is always the same old Josh. He's been the same way. When people talk about him being maybe more focused or more something, as he ages, he's talked about, you know, having the window, like there's a window that's there, and he's worried about it closing on some of the players here on this team. What have you noticed about that?
Josh said that?
Josh said that. What's your appreciation of that?
Of being aware where we're at.
Yes.
Truly mind, body, and soul, understanding that we have to be where our feet are. And in situations, you have to understand that life comes and life goes, right? Like, as a Buffalo Bills team, we understand what opportunity we have in front of us. And it won't always look like this forever. Like, that's just impossible. So basically what I'm thinking that he's saying is we just have to capitalize on that moment. And on a team and like this, everyone's good. Like, everyone's good. So not that it's that next man, but just take full advantage of your opportunity and go when it's time to go. When it's time to chill off of the field, chill. But when it's time to go, and don't miss opportunity, because the window could either open up extremely big or it can close extremely fast.
Has he grown in that sense? I mean,
Yeah.
matured in that, not to say he was immature, but matured in that.
I mean, Josh is on the cover of Madden.
He's what?
He's on the cover of Madden, so he's done something where the world sees him as a mature person. Like, they wouldn't put somebody who's a nutcase, you know? Like, Josh is a grown man, and he's been leading us for a long time. I've been protecting him for 6 years. I've been here for 7, and Josh has been doing a great job. And he's my little brother, but he's my bigger brother. And he knows how to lead. He knows how to be a man, and I respect it. And he has no kids, and carries himself like he has a full family of life, of just matureness and mental. So, like, I respect it. 17 all day.
Dion, I know you guys block out the noise, but a year ago you were the Super Bowl favorites, and this year people are looking at them differently. Do you like
Look at
that?
who differently?
The franchise, not you specifically, the Bills.
Who cares? Who cares? The people that sit at their desk, eat Twinkies and eat all type of stuff, order DoorDash, and never been on a football field. Some have, respect it, but who cares? I don't care. Like, look, bro, we're in the now. You can honestly only focus on the now. When you think about the past, that goes into memory. When you think about the future, that goes into imagination. You know, like, are you imagining life, or are you being in the present moment? In the present moment, I mean, the Bills are up. You know, the people could say what they want. We don't have to be your favorite, but we're going to be our favorite, and we're going to win games. That's what it is.
Has your approach to that, all the outside stuff, has it changed as you've been in the league a little longer and just to become a little more comfortable with your spot in the league?
Sorry, say it just one more time.
Okay. Has your attitude toward the outside noise, has it changed as you've been in the league a little bit longer?
Of course. And you know me very, very, very well. So, yes, mind, body, and soul, bro. Like, I used to care about a lot of things, and now with me being older, I get to preach to the guys, mind, body, and soul, with Poyer, and be where your feet is at. Truly, be where your feet is, and who cares? Really, who cares, man? People are gonna hate. People are gonna talk. People are gonna say, "Oh, you had another hole." Who gives a f? Who cares? I'm still there. They're still on the sideline, in the bleachers, eating hot dogs and drinking beers, and they're still coming. Who cares, man? And we're gonna be the Buffalo Bills the way that we're taught and coached, the Sean McDermott way. Like, he's like our coach, and we're a representation of him. And our minds are here in the moment. You know, we're not looking way there. We're right here. I'm right here with you guys. And then when this moment is over, I'm gonna be with those guys. And then with the next thing and the next thing. And that's how you win the individual battles, right? Like, people try to do all these different things, and bro, only God, bro. Only God. You know, I'm only Dion, the human being that just tries to show love, and my mind is present. And it will never be somewhere else. It'll be present from here on out.
Dion, you've gone through plenty of camps, learning to work with someone new on your right side.
You got a bald head now?
You just noticed that?
Yo, I just noticed that. That is ridiculous,
I
bro.
won't tell you that I can't say verbatim because they're live streaming what Shaq told me earlier, but it messed him up is what he said.
It's clean, bro. You taking care of yourself.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
You've seen where it's going for years.
100%, and I'm glad that you finally embraced it, bro. You a grown man now, bro. Look, mind, body, soul, bro. Be where your feet at.
I appreciate you.
For sure.
But you've learned to work with a new person to your right through plenty of training camps.
No, every year.
Every year.
Let's just say, and what it is. I've had a new guard every single year.
So what have you learned on how to best ramp things up and develop a chemistry with someone new, since you've done it every year?
Lead. Just set that tempo, set that tone, and let them follow. You know, and not to say that he's following me in this moment, but they're watching. You know, lead, and the rest will follow behind. Rally, and but the troops, if we're going to be physical, don't talk about it, show it. And then when he's doing something that's not physical enough, I'm telling you. And it's just and what it is. If your heart is hurt, if your feelings are hurt, it's not the place for you. You know, like, not that we have a short window, but we have a window that we all know. It's kill or be killed, and we understand. And we're going for it. Like, we're trying to win every moment at the best of our ability. And if you're doing anything less than the best, we have a problem.
Dion, are you looking forward to Friday's practice back at Orchard Park, or is that kind of just
Man, I posted about that on my Instagram 2 days ago or yesterday. I didn't even realize how soon it was coming. Like not that, like, when you're here in Rochester, like, you kind of forget the days, but you forget. Like, I don't even know, today's Tuesday, right? Right, so today is Tuesday, and when they were, like, mentioned, like, Friday, like we're back in OP, I was like, holy smokes, like, already. Honestly, that is my highlight of camp. That is like a staple in camp that kind of shoots us for camp is just trickling to being done, and the amount of fans that come out there just to see us practice is unreal. You know, maybe it's similar to this, but they fill that bowl up, and the crowd is there. We get to sign autographs and show faces, and I get to be me. And in situations where I get to be me, I'm gonna be myself. If y'all know.
Sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
Dion, where you stand, like, you obviously can kind of see a lot of the things that are happening in front of you. got this core that's been here for a while. So I think a lot of times people latch on to what's new. And one of the things that's new this year is Dalton.
Kincaid.
Point,
Sure.
What have you seen from him? Because obviously there's a lot of people talking about it.
A savage. He's crafty. He can catch the ball. Nah, he's super lit, bro. He's a good kid. The more and more that I'm around him, the more and more his personality comes out. You know, like, I appreciate him that he will actually sit and have a conversation with you. You know, a lot of people don't have that skill, but he has that skill to be vulnerable and to open up in conversations and say how he's feeling. Like, the day before pads, he was mentioning he was like, man, I can't wait till I get to have this down block. And I was like, have you ever even hit a NFL defensive lineman and with pads on yet? He was like, now that I think about it, no. You know, but his mindset and what's there, and just to get that intake and for him to be feeding that off, I was shocked. So, you know, I enjoy him. He's a very good rookie, and he's really not carrying himself like a rookie, and we appreciate that. And that's what we need as a player that's coming in, because, like I said, not that window, but that window, you know, and we need guys that are ready now, not later.
Dion, with that, you know, you talk about like the mind, body, soul mentality and
Talk
kind
about
of
it.
staying in the moment.
Uh-huh.
Going back to the comment about that window that everyone was kind of talking about, do you still feel that sense of urgency that some other people have been talking about, even though you have that mindset, stay in the moment, present, mind, body, soul? Is there still that feeling of urgency for you?
I mean, it's always urgent, you know, because we're here to win games. So we're not here to win later. We're here to win now. So simply that, like, the urgency is always there. Like, the urgency is in everything, honestly, because we live on a schedule. Like, that's what the NFL life is. We live on a schedule. So everything is urgent. Practice, dinner, recovery, weightlifting, everything is in an urgent mindset, you know. But we handle it in a nice, calm way, but our mindset is urgent, like, of now and not later. Yep.
Dana, how do you adjust to the new guard or whoever's next to you?
Yeah.
Getting used to their style of play.
Reps, just reps. Everything happens over time. It would be easy if we could just have everything click on the first day, but, you know, like, everything happens with live bullets. So the more practice that we get, the more comfortable that I get with him, and the more comfortable he gets with me. And it goes, you know, through the wins and through the losses. Like, you know, like, I like to see people when they're uncomfortable. Like, I want to see how you're going to act when it's super hot and when you lost 3 reps and when we had a horrible practice. Are you going to sit there and act like a kid and pout, or are you going to shut up and say, all right, it's over with, let's keep pushing? Because I know, like, last year, like, we played in one of the hottest games and we played in one of the coldest games. So are you like one of those players that are going to say, you know what, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to just play it safe? Or are you going to be urgent, like what she said, and, you know, push for the win? So everything happens over time. And the more days that we're around each other, especially in this first phase of camp, it'll be, you know, a good insight to really see who people truly are. Because people hide. But over time, everybody shows their true colors. So, you know.
And with 17, but you guys have so many linemen on the roster, does that make every rep important?
Of course.
Because you're not getting as many.
The competition, yeah, well, exactly true. And that's a great point, because I tell the younger guys, I said, you have to make every rep count. And I constantly tell them that. Every single rep. Make every single rep count. Because you're on an audition for this team, but you're also auditioning for the other 31 teams. So the more film you have, the better off it'll be for your life. And, you know, everybody wants to be here, but everybody can't be here. And if you understand that, you have a better chance of living life. You know, everybody is in an audition for what they want to do as an NFL athlete. And if they focus on that rep and win that rep, you should be happy with yourself. Because then you're, what's it called? Like one of those things that you hand in for a job, like a resume, but like your resume is filled with positive things and not negative things. Like, you would rather have more reps of success than no reps at all. So you got to be on point at all times, especially for a young guy, even some of these older guys, even and myself. Like, but like, I'm not an outcast, you know, like everybody, time is ticking, you know. I get it. I'm real with it, but got to beat me.
What are your early impressions of Osiris?
Huge. Just a big old dude, man. Country, country boy, big, yo. He's bigger than what I expected him to be, you know. And as a guard, and I always refer to people like with Richie, right? Everything comes back to Richie, which is weird. But Richie was super wide, right? Super wide. Roger was kind of thin, but his arms were really wide. And and Osiris is just wide. So it's like, so it's just like, with him having that mass, it helps him. And he's been doing a good job. Like, he doesn't really speak as much, but he's learning. And I see that he's learning and he's taking coaching well. Cromer picks at him, but he's just testing him. And we all know, but he's just testing them. And he's been passing like every test. And all eyes are obviously on him because he's our draft guy. And he's been doing a good job. So I would say a thumbs up over a thumbs down.
Can you believe it's your 7th win?
No, I really can't. No.
Like, what is that like knowing you have all this experience, being a veteran, being a leader on this team, and also being a football? You're 7th win. You have Josh, you have this window you talked about.
Nah, it really, my guy. I'm always vulnerable, right? In a sense, right? But there's an emotional side to it, right? That of thankfulness, right? Like, I'm so thankful that God has put me here. I'm so thankful of every one of y'all. Like, I literally have relationships with most of y'all, right? Because I've been here for so long and I've got the chance to meet you guys behind the cameras, and that has gone away with not just y'all, but everybody that works here. And it's just like, man, we've really been rocking for 7 years, bro. All the wings, all the ups, all the downs, everything that has gone in it. And it's just a blessing. And I'm thankful to be in one place for such a long time, because we have guys that come in and out of this building that has had a tour. And, that tour could be good, and when it's good, but when you look at what it really is, it's like, yo, you've been on how many teams? Wow. I'm thankful that I have a organization that truly loves me and respects me for who I am, because I'm weird, but I'm different, and I'm okay with being different. And that's the emotional side that I speak about. I'm thankful for being vulnerable and being in a space that I'm accepted, and I can't thank them anymore. And seeing Terry and seeing Kim the other day, it's just like God is real. And I'm thankful to be presently here with the Buffalo Bills.
Dion, you mentioned a couple of guys.
I got you.
What was that like seeing him?
Dope. It's dope as hell. It was a beautiful sighting. It was a sighting of relief. It was a sighting of answered prayers. It was a sighting of just true push. Because if she's pushing, then we better be pushing too. Because for anybody that has to get medical help in any sort, which means something is wrong, not good, but something is wrong. So, she pushed through whatever she had to, and that gives us the strength to push as well. If our owner is doing this, come on, bro, and let's rally, and she's here. Come on, let's rally.
Dion, you referenced the way some people are quieter and talking.
Mm-hmm.
You got some talkers on this team. Where
Don't we?
do you rank amongst the talkers?
Me?
Yes.
Do you think that I just like to talk?
I don't know.
Yeah, I like to talk when it's relevant and when I can connect, which is all the time. How would I rank? How would I rank at myself? Who, Gabe?
Vaughn?
Where's Vaughn at? He over there in the
He
mid?
was over there a minute ago.
Yeah, Vaughn is a talker, but for the people that know that the world is changing, you got to be able to speak, and you have to be able to speak to people, and you have to be able to speak in front of a camera. So I understand that, and I enjoy people. I enjoy connecting and having a conversation, because I like to poke and jab to really see what you're truly saying. And usually I know how to jab the right way to get it about you.
Hey, Dion, Josh and Mitch are going to their 5th year together, quarterback center.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare to have that combination together.
That's what I'm saying.
How much of an impact does it have when you got those 2 guys who are at the heart of calling protections and all that stuff, having so much experience with each other and with the scheme?
I think that's the best thing. It's almost, I like to give analogies, right? Examples. You think about it if you're practicing for a driver's test over and over and over and over again, and you got to continually study the same book of the same answers, the same questions, and you guys are both the teacher that are practicing with each other, which are teaching you that book. That's what that is. Mitch and Josh are on the same page all of the time. They have gone through every test together. They have failed every test together. They have studied every test together. And with them having that consistent approach on every game and every practice, it's a plus and not a minus. And it's a good thing. And I appreciate it because I know exactly what Mitch is going to say, and I know exactly what Josh is going to say. So it's just a trickle effect. And it's a good thing when everybody is on the same page, and I know exactly what you're thinking, and you know what I'm thinking, because we're not perfect, we're not mind readers, but because they have that time, they become, in a sense, of mind readers. And they're connecting with that energy level that is high and not low.